Most homeowners clean their dryer vent and think that's all they have to do, but the clothes still don't dry correctly or they still get a burning smell when they run their dryer. Well, you may be missing these areas. The first area is going to be where the vent lets out, either on the side of your house or on your roof. You could clean the inside of the vent with the best tools, do the best job cleaning the vent, but if you don't clean where it lets out, then you could be just packing everything in and actually making it worse. So if it's on the side of your house, this is very easy to do. Just turn on your dryer. If you are getting a burning smell, turn it on air only so you're not getting any heat, and then go to the side of your house and see if anything's actually blowing. A lot of times there's a huge piece of lint that's blocking it. Maybe it was behind a bush. The bush's homeowner didn't know where it was, and there's just a huge piece of lint blocking it, and you could just remove that, clean around it, and you're good to go. Or a lot of people and pest control companies will put some type of screen, and depending on what type of screen it is, all screens are going to have to be cleaned off, but some of them need to be cleaned off a lot more often, and the whole thing could just be covered with a big piece of lint, and that could be where you're getting your problem from. Same thing on the roof. Only go on your roof if it's safe and you feel comfortable, or hire someone to do it. But you should check your roof, because if that's where the vent comes out and there's a big piece of lint or a screen on it, then it's almost impossible to clean it without going on the roof. So check where the vent lets out. If you hire someone to clean your dryer vent, before they leave, ask them if they turned on the dryer, went to where it let out, and if there's any air blowing. Really simple, but a lot of companies don't do it. Next is going to be inside the actual dryer. Cleaning the inside of the dryer is actually more important than actually cleaning the dryer vent. You should do both, but if you hire someone or you just clean the vent yourself and haven't touched your dryer in years, then you could have a lot of flammable lint inside the dryer. This could be a huge fire hazard because that's where all the heat is, and this could be the reason why your dryer is not running and not as efficient as it should be. So there's a couple of areas and a couple of different dryers. The first dryer is going to be the one where you open the door, lint trays in there. Lift up that screen, shine a light in there, and look at the wall. You will be horrified with the amount of lint that gets stuck to the wall. You can't see it unless you look in, but there's going to be a lot of lint down there if you've been using your dryer for more than 6 months. My wife makes me clean ours every couple of months. Really cool. I'll leave links down below for tools that could fit right in there. Easy to clean it. You just need a vacuum attachment and a brush, and you're good to go. The next area on this type of dryer is going to be behind the dryer. Just pull out the dryer, and then there's going to be one screw. Take out that screw, and then inside you'll have access to the floor pan. This is where all the lint is going to settle at the bottom. And I've seen ones that were like a full shag carpet of flammable lint and pet hair. I've seen these burnt to the crisp like it was a barbecue. This area needs to be cleaned, and the heating element is sitting right on top of this, so it makes it super dangerous. All you need is a vacuum. You turn on the vacuum and you just vacuum it. It'll all get sucked up. Make sure you have it unplugged when you do this, and then make sure you get all around the wires too, because those wires get really hot, and if there's flammable lint sitting on it, that's a huge fire hazard. Some of the most dirtiest inside of the dryers I've seen were on houses where the vent just goes out to the side of the house, and the person was like, oh, I could see air coming out, don't need to do anything, but they never cleaned the inside of their dryer. Next is going to be the transition vent. A lot of times you clean it out, everything looks good, but then when you push it back, it's not working. That's because a lot of times you can't see when you push it back. If you have a semi-rigid metal one, these could get completely pancaked. If you have plastic foil, you have a huge fire hazard, but these could get crumpled, these could get holes in them, they could get kinked up. So I would recommend Dryer Flex, and just confirm that when you put it back, or whoever does, that it's not getting crushed, not getting kinked, and you still have good airflow. Make sure it's not too long. Some companies will, when you buy the dryer, they'll deliver it and they'll give you like a 25-foot long coil for like a 6-inch gap. So make sure that it's not too long and that everything is lining up correctly. The last place that you might have a problem, and this is the least fun to check, is the attic. If your dryer vent goes through your roof, it goes through your attic. I've seen some crazy things. People get brand new roofs. They go to do their laundry, can't do their laundry because their dryer's not working. I come, and they never even cut a hole in the roof. The vent's just going right into the wood. Other times they're completely disconnected, or they're crushed in the attic. So if your vent goes through the roof, make sure you check in your attic every couple of years. Make sure everything is good. And if you want to learn how to clean your dryer vent, all the areas correctly, check out this video over here.